You might find yourself wondering, well, that covers email, but does SendGrid cover text messaging or SMS messaging? It does not. That's where Twilio comes into play. Now, Twilio is another one that you kind of want to set up yourself, because here's the same scenario that happens. I have a Twilio account for the CRM, and you can purchase in access, or you're given access to different numbers inside your CRM account, but then maybe one day you decide that CRM just isn't for you, and then you lose your number. And so now everyone who's ever received a text message from you is going to receive a text message from a new number, and you're not able to retrieve that same number. It's just a little bit of a poor user experience. Like I said.
Yeah, and there is actually a bigger issue now. And sorry to interrupt you there.
You're fine.
With Twilio, because it's SMS, there have been a lot of law changes this past year and a half, where they're trying to reduce spam, basically, through your text messaging. In order to do that, companies like Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, they are restricting the ability to send from SMS numbers until you've been approved. And in order to get approved, you have to pay a little fee. You have to give examples of what things you send, and you have to do some setup process. Now, software companies traditionally just gave you the number, willy-nilly, and you could use it immediately, and they can't do that anymore. So you have to go through this approval process. Well, if you're going to go through that approval process, you might as well make sure it's on your own personal account.
That's right.
Versus, a vendor's, some other software company's account. Because if you decide to leave them, you're going to have to pay that fee again. You're going to have to go through that approval process again. And it's a pain in the rear to have to go through that multiple times. So what we've done is we've allowed you to be able to connect those accounts, so that in the event that you didn't want to stay with Sam, I can't comprehend that at this point, but you could take your account, put it into some other software, and still be able to use it without any challenges.
Absolutely. And again, kind of my sentiment there is, at the end of the day, if you lose access to that number, not a very good world-class client experience. We're trying to help you build those strong relationships with your people. And so that is a way in which you can do that. And if you have to follow the law, you might as well follow it appropriately. So there is some setup on that one, but ultimately you hold the keys to the kingdom for yourself.